Alright, aloha YouTube, and this is Gaming Goodness back again with a new tutorial video for you. And I know that you've been seeing me playing a lot of Sins of a Galactic Empire mod, the Star Wars mod for Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. And today, right now, I'm going to show you an in-depth tutorial of how to install it. That way you can enjoy it and play it alongside with me, or alongside any Star Wars fan friends that you may have, or you can just enjoy it by yourself. Now, first off, you want to have Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion, the game, the vanilla game. You go into Steam. As you can see, I already have it right here. You go to the store, and you can find it on the Steam store. Right there. Now let's go out. Now on the library, once you have it fully installed, it'll automatically go to the most recent version of the game. Now, if you do want to play Sins of an Old Republic alongside Sins of a Galactic Empire, I will show you that right now. In fact, I'm going to merge the two installation processes together because they're essentially the same, with only some minor differences. And it's not difficult at all. It's quite easy, actually. So follow along and let's go. First off, what I highly recommend that you do is you go into Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion, the game. And I will show you that now. Now, once you are in Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion, it will not look like this, by the way. This is just because I already have the mod installed. It will have the vanilla main menu. But when you get inside of the game, what you must do is go into Options, go down to Mods, and click on Show Mod Path. Now what that will do is that will give you the folder in which you can place your mods. And depending on the game version, that's what it'll be named. And I will show you that now. Again, Show Mod Path. Alright, so you have just clicked on Show Mod Path in the options of the main menu of Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. Now what you must do is go into your File Explorer here, or wherever it is on your PC. And what you want to do is go into Documents here. Now a whole bunch of these folders of whatever games you have installed will show up. Simply go down to My Games, or whatever you have named it. Double click. Go to Ironclad Games. Right here. Double click. To Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. As such. Click on it. Now, whatever version that you have installed currently for Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion will be represented next to the words mods-rebellion. As such. You can see that right there. Now, you're going to double click on that. Excuse me. Now this folder will be empty at first. Okay? So none of this will be in here except for this here. Except for this. This will automatically be in here, which you will need to replace with the mod enabled mods. Again, do that one more time. So after you have clicked on Show Mod Path, the designated folder to install your mods into will be in My Games, Ironclad Games, Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion, and will be designated with the version of the game. Now again, the most recent one is the 1.85. If you want to play Sins of a Galactic Empire alongside Sins of an Old Republic, you will need the 1.84. Now let me show you how to do that. Now, in Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion, in your library, you're going to right-click, go to Properties, go to Betas, click on the arrow, and click on whatever version. Well, I mean, you don't really need these two, I guess. Opt out of all beta programs will redirect you to the most recent version of the game. Now, 184 mods -v 1.84 for mod use only will be the version of the game that you will need for Sins of an Old Republic and Sins of a Galactic Empire together. You can still play Sins of a Galactic Empire with the most recent game version, and that would be this one here, the 1.85. But you want this one if you want to play Sins of an Old Republic alongside Sins of a Galactic Empire. Okay, so do that first before anything. Let's minimize that. Now, again, this folder will be empty besides enabled mods, which will show up here. Minimize that. Excuse me. Now open up your web browser and go to moddb.com. Again, that's moddb.com. moddb.com. And of course with the www in front of it. Now what will pop up is this here, which is basically a mod database with a whole bunch of awesome mods that you can download. Pardon me. Now you will see a little dashboard here, if you will, with all the different thingies. You're gonna see mods. You will click on that. Now it'll come to this. Now you go to search, type in Sins of a Galactic Empire. In game, you can also plug in Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. Excuse me. Again, that's Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. Now press search. Now, this will pop up. Sins of a Galactic Empire. That's the mod page. And I highly recommend that you do please support the mod devs. They're amazing peeps. And they are working so freaking hard on this. And they've done a fantastic job on this mod. And I'm not paid to say that either. I don't get anything out of this. I just enjoy people enjoying other games. Now it'll pop up as Sins of a Galactic Empire. The release date as well, everything and such. And this is just all the updates about what's going on with the mod. Again, I do not take credit for this mod. This is not my mod, but I do greatly enjoy it. And all the devs that's working on this mod, they're on to something fantastic. Now go to Files. Now all of this will pop up. This is the most recent version of Sins of a Galactic Empire, and it will be represented up top. Now, for Sins of an Old Republic, alongside Sins of a Galactic Empire, you will need Sins of a Galactic Empire 4.0.0. This one here. And you will also need the add-on pack. Excuse me, which will say outdated SOGE add-ons pack for 4.10.1. This one here. So you'll need these two for Sins of an Old Republic alongside Sins of a Galactic Empire. Because remember, Sins of an Old Republic is not a standalone mod. It is an add-on. So you will need these two right here. Again, the most recent version up top, 4.11, and the former, 4.10. Now you can download the patch right here for 1.84. That's what you will need for Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion 1.84. This is why the 1.84 is here, as you can see. And you do need these two right here. Actually, you wouldn't really need this, I guess. Yeah, scratch that. You don't need this right here. You just need 4.10, 4.10, as well as the patch, the GOG patch for 1.84 Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. Now, let's get to it. Now, the installation process for Sins of a Galactic Empire is the same pretty much all across the board. So it doesn't matter on whatever one that I click on now. It'll basically just be the same. So you'll click on download. Now, I highly recommend that even though you're watching this tutorial, you go and read the description for the installation instructions, just to be safe. And again, this is quite a big mod. It's 2.2 right here. So I highly recommend that you don't, have all of your games installed all at once. Maybe just uninstall a couple of them if you're running on a lower system like I am. If you do have a stronger system, then go ahead and to your heart's desire. Now, as soon as you've downloaded Sins of a Galactic Empire, you go to Sins of an Old Republic add-on. You download that as well. Again, read the description before you do anything. You will also need the hotfix right here. Download this as well. Okay. And now the SOGE GOG patch. This one you will also need to download. And remember, read the description. We're going to show you how the download looks right now. So it's going to open up as such. Now you're going to click save. Okay. Now, once you have everything accumulated or acquired, whatever. My English is not good because English I speak, but English I don't know. The most recent version you can download if you do want to play, on the 1.85 version of Sins of a Solar Empire. Again, installation instructions are all the same across the board, except for the patches. The patches are a little different, and Sins of an Old Republic is a little different as well, and we're about to get to that now. Now, when you have downloaded everything, get this open for you so you can see it. Sins of an Old Republic add-on mod will appear as such, as an RAR file. And you will need to have the RAR opener, the application, or some application that can open it. And you will need to open it as such. Now, as soon as you got it, and got it out of the compressed folder and all, it'll pop up like so. So take that off to the side, put it on your desktop, but it should already be on your desktop if you've followed the instructions. I like to keep everything organized, so I highly recommend that you put everything in a folder accordingly, like I've done here. All SOGE mods. And that's what I do with all of my mods, because it helps me to keep all of them together. Okay, that's good. Excuse me. Now, when you do have Sins of a Galactic Empire downloaded, it will also pop up as a compressed folder. And just for the hell of it, we're not going to use the 4.10 because I can't find it for some stupid reason on here. I do not know why. So we're going to use this baby, the 4.11. Since I already have it installed, there'll be no need for me to go and muck about with, you know, overwriting files and all that sort. I can just show you right now. Again, go to Documents, My Games, Ironclad Games, Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. And again, remember, it has to be Mods Rebellion V 1.84. Now, grab your Sins of a Galactic Empire 4.10, which should show up in a folder like such. Let's find a better one for that, actually. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, we'll use this one right here. Sorry about the delay, guys. I want to get this right for you. Don't want to have any confusion. Now, it'll show up as such in SOGE folder. Whatever version that you do have, again, of Sins of a Galactic Empire will show up also with the version number next to it. Excuse me. I am getting over being sick. I do apologize. Now, you're going to take your Sins of a Galactic Empire 4.10. This is before the GOG patch. Now what you want to do is take this, copy both enabled mods as well as the SOGE file, right click, copy, or move, it doesn't matter, you can move it as well, and move it into the folder labeled as such, Mods Rebellion v1.84. And it'll show up here as such, SOGE 4.10, as well as enabled mods. Now, when you first open enabled mods, it'll show up only with this here. So we're going to go ahead and delete this for now, because I already have everything. And it'll show up with a value of 1. Now, that's to signify that there's only one mod Okay, yeah. That's to signify that there's only one mod that is activated as such. Now, you must be asking, well, how do we get the Sins of an Old Republic on there and everything else? Well, calm down. Just hold on for 2 seconds. We're getting there. We're getting there. Alrighty, here we go. Now let's dive into it. Now for the GOG patch, it'll show up as such in a compressed folder as well. Like I said before, just decompress it, whatever you want to call it. Bring it to the desktop. Extract it. There you go. Oh, brain can't think. The SOGE 4.10 will have these 3 folders inside of them. These 3 right here. Now, you want to do this before you attempt to install Sins of an Old Republic, and this is just to be safe. You highlight these 3 folders here with all this stuff. Highlight. Open up your SOGE 4.10 folder inside of your Mods Rebellion folder. Now move these 3 into this folder. Again, the Sins of a Galactic Empire 4.10 folder within the Mods folder. Move Game Info, String, and Textures from the GOG patch folder and bring them into Sins of a Galactic Empire. And remember to open Sins of a Galactic Empire 4.10 folder within the Mods Rebellion folder in order to move these 3 files into it. Okay, and it will prompt you to overwrite something and simply just press OK. Alright, now that you've done that, you'll go back into enabled mods, copy the first line of this here, again, copy the first line of this right here, right click, there we are. Now you have 2 of them. Now go to the value of 1 and change this to 2. Now take your Sins of an Old Republic add-on mod, highlight both of them, the SOGE 4.10, as well as the Sins of an Old Republic dash add-on, 2 of these folders. Highlight them both, and move them into your mod folder. Now, once you move them into your mod folder, it'll prompt you again to override. Simply say OK. This folder will stand alone, like so, while the SOGE 4.10, and if you want to make this more precise, simply double-click, go into the SOGE 4.10 folder within the Sins of an Old Republic add-on mod folder, and you will see game info, string, and entity manifest. Go into your Mods Rebellion folder and go into the Sins of a Galactic Empire 4.10 folder. And what you will do is you will highlight these three and move them into the folder, into the SOGE 4.10 folder. Okay. So after you've done that, you will highlight SOGE 4.10 or whatever it is after the mod patch, the mod patch. Excuse me. Click copy. Go back to your enabled mods here. And you will highlight this here. These two. Oh. Now we gotta do it one by one. Fine. Now paste over this here, as well as the second line that you have created. Paste over it. Again, you're going to copy the SOGE folder, the main mod folder. Go back into enabled mods and paste it over two of these lines that you have now inside of your enabled mods notepad. Now, before you do this, please do not paste it over the entirety of the quotations as well as the SOGE 4 point whatever. Do not do that. Paste it within the quotations. Again, paste it within the quotations. Okay, now that you've done that, you will go back to your Mods Rebellion folder. Go to Sins of an Old Republic. Now comes the hotfix. Now, for the hotfix will fix any anything that's wrong with the add-on mod. So you'll see a folder in the hotfix folder that will say SOGE add-on-TOR. Double click on that. Again, double click on that. And you'll see this in here. Game info, textures, as well as window. Now, before you do anything with this, please read this carefully. Take these three folders here from the hotfix. Go into your SOGE 4 point whatever. So the main Sins of a Galactic Empire mod. Now take these three folders here and move them into this folder. The main mod folder. Again, the main mod folder. Again, make sure that you read this carefully. Oh. Oh, I have to do this again. Okay. Now comes the hotfix. So the hotfix will fix anything that's wrong with the add-on. And I will show you that now. Again, I have everything organized for a specific reason, so that I can find everything in case I do need them. Now, when you have extracted everything from the hotfix folder, it'll pop out like this. SOGE 4 point whatever, 10. Now for the hotfix, it's a bit like a patch. So you want to go back into your mods rebellion folder, version 1.84. Now take the SOGE inside of the hotfix folder, open it, and it'll say brush.manifest. You want to take that and drag it into the main mod folder for Sins of a Galactic Empire within your mods rebellion folder. That'll be here. Again, from the hotfix folder, there will be an SOGE 4.10 folder. Double click, go into brush manifest, or you will see brush manifest, highlight, drag into SOGE 4 point whatever, and dump it as such. Now, you'll be prompted to override something. Simply do it. It's okay. Who is riding a motorcycle at this time of night? Anyways, go back into the hotfix folder. You will see SOGE add-on TOR. Double click. It'll open game info, textures, as well as window. Now, go back to your mods rebellion folder. Double click on Sins of an Old Republic add-on. Now drag these 3 folders here in the hotfix folder. Drag them into Sins of an Old Republic add-on in your mods rebellion folder. It'll prompt you to override. Simply say yes. Now, we've done that. Everything for the Sins of an Old Republic is finished. Now you will highlight, copy, and on the bottom line, again, the bottom line, not the top, the bottom, you will highlight within quotation marks, right click, and paste the folder. Now, the enabled mod count, or mod name count, needs to be the amount of lines that you do have here inside of your enabled mods notepad. For example, I have 2, then it must be 2. Now, for the add-ons, you're probably wondering what all this is. Not to worry. We will do that now. Now let's get this out of the way, because we will not be needing this any longer. Alrighty, so to get the add-ons, again, go back to Sins of a Galactic Empire, the mod page on moddb.com. and you will see SOGE add-ons pack for 4.10.1. Now, you will download that this here. And since I cannot find it for some strange reason in the folder, actually, let's go back again and double check. Add-ons pack 4.10.2. Oh, okay. So, it'll pop up as such. And bear in mind that the add-ons cancel that. Bear in mind that the add-ons folders, or the add-on folders, will look all like this. And their installation is quite easy. It's very simple. You simply highlight everything, all of these yellow folders here, and drag them into your Mods Rebellion folder. And this goes for any add-ons that you do get for this mod. And you place them inside, and they will look as such. Now, to enable a mod, an add-on for the mod, and you will by necessity need this add-on here. If you can see that, squad size reduction. Again, squad size reduction, and I will tell you why it's so important. Because in Sins of a Galactic Empire, the fighter squadrons spawn or spam fighters like crazy. So what that will do is that will slow down your game and crash it. And that's something you don't want. And I don't know why there's a motorcycle outside. It is 1 a.m. in the morning over here in Hawaii, so don't know why. Let's go to your enabled mods notepad. Now you're going to copy the first line once more. Now, for any add-on that you do want, it goes the same. Copy the add-on file folder name within quotations, again, within quotations, and paste, and it'll show up as such. Now go to your enabled mod name count here, and simply change the number, the value, if you will. Now you will hit save, and that is how you install the mod. It's quite easy. By the way, when you do download Sins of a Galactic Empire, this will come with it. And this goes for all Sins of a Galactic Empire mod files that you do download. or the mod versions that you do download, it'll always come with a large address aware. Again, that's large address aware. Place that on top of your desktop, like such. Right click, run as administrator. Again, this is very important. Run as administrator. Press yes. And it'll pop up as such. Now click on the little box with the 3 dots right here, which will lead you to your local disk. And if it doesn't lead you to your local disk, go to your local disk so you will see it as such. Now go to Program Files, parentheses x86, parentheses, or whatever yours is, wherever your Steam is located. Double click, go into your Steam folder, go into your Steam apps, go into Common, go into Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. Now, you will click on Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion, the exe file here. Look carefully at that now. Do not click on the dev or the dev file. Do not click on that. Double click on Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. Now, I already have enabled this, so I don't need to do it again. It'll pop up here. Actually, let's do that just for the hell of it. So again, double click on Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion in large address aware. It'll pop up as such. The file name. Now, step 2 will state, check this box to enable the application to use more than 2 gigabytes of memory. Uncheck the box to limit the application of 2 gigabytes of memory. You will check the box, press save. The update has been performed successfully. What that will do, it will enable Sins of a Solar Empire, the game, to use more of your PC's memory. And that's essential because the mod, again, is quite large. So you will need to do that after you enabled the mod path and before you've played the mod. Again, after you have enabled the mod path and before you have played the mod. That's essential. Now, when you've done that, you're ready to go. It's quite easy, quite simple. And if you have any questions, please just let me know. I'm up for any questions that you have. Just leave it in the comments section, and I will get back to your questions ASAP. Again, you must have the 1.84 for Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. And that was that. That's your installation for Sins of a Galactic Empire. If any of you do have it on Steam already, or do end up getting it because of this tutorial or whatever, please let me know. My Steam account is bboyrmk. And this is my profile right here. So add me up in case you ever want to play a game. All right, that was easy. Just as a heads up, by the way, you will need some of the DLC for this. I highly recommend that you get all of them as you get the game, Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. Right here. And that was that. Thank you very much for watching. Again, any questions, leave them in the comments. And as always, thank you very much.
What will